When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape,
breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Pulls it in. It's Mung. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Canes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The hand to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game.
Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
He's got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Finds a tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Right back to the well. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's second and long.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got it in the middle, it's Rock. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rock. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Canes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. To the air, it's Washington. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They are willing to roll the dice, going for it. 4th and short. 41. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They go to the ground. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. From midfield, looking for room. Oh, the sweet feet. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Hurricanes are in the red zone. Right back to the well. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Gilliam. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Might be looking to run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man quickly. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bulldogs in the hurry up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Fires to the right. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Gilliam. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Washington. Finds his tight end. Got room at the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is
turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. First down, 10 yards to go. Lost a throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Caught in the backfield. It's Robb. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Dak's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The give is to Williams. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires left. He's got it. Lots of running room. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first pass rush. Coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to pass, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Makes the grab past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air on second down. He makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got a man. Hard running there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Mississippi State, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ramsauer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Power football with the run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had...
Converts on fourth down, still going. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to...
He caught it! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After this, it'll be a wrap. They're looking to throw on second and short. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And